Chicago Faucets is the leading brand of commercial faucets and fittings in the United States. A member of the Geberit Group, a world leader in advanced plumbing technology, Chicago Faucets offers a complete range of products for schools, laboratories, office buildings, food service, airports, and sports facilities. Every product we offer is manufactured to the highest standards. That commitment to quality has made us the preferred choice of professionals for over 115 years. Located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, our foundry uses a permanent mold casting technique to make our faucets. Permanent mold casting provides tighter tolerances and a more refined finish. We make and maintain the tooling for every permanent mold to our exact standards in our own facility. The foundry process begins with the creation of sand cores that will be placed into the permanent molds to form the waterways of our faucets. Each core is trimmed and inspected before being placed on racks and moved to the casting cells. The casting process begins when the molds tilt into the load position. After the sand cores are positioned, the mold closes and moves to the furnace. Once a seal is formed between the mold and the furnace, molten brass flows upward into the permanent mold under low pressure, and in about 10 seconds, the brass freezes, forming the solid brass body. Chicago Faucets utilizes a sophisticated robotics cell to trim the gates and risers from the faucet. The brass cutoffs are recycled and reused in the casting cell. Chicago Faucets recycles over 1 million pounds of brass each year. With the trimming complete, the faucet body moves to a shakeout step to remove the sand core and then is transferred to the machining department. A highly automated system handles the machining of our castings. This system utilizes over 400 cutting tools with 40 different work holding fixtures and allows machining of many different parts simultaneously. The raw casting is loaded into the fixture and is machined to our exact specifications. When machining is complete, products are moved to the polishing cell. The highest volume castings are polished using state-of-the-art robotics. The robotics are programmed to emulate the movements of highly trained human polishers. All other components go through a 3-step manual polishing process. Using a belt sander, the polishing begins with a coarse sanding process, followed by fine sanding. Each product is finished with a high-gloss cotton buff process. Chicago Faucets performs 100% visual inspection for polishing imperfections. This ensures that the surface of every product is prepared for the plating process. Using the latest technology, a split rail design with 25 tanks allows products to move continuously through the plating process at an average of nearly 10,000 components per day. Every aspect of the chrome plating process is computer controlled. Our on-site, state-of-the-art water treatment system ensures that water discharged back to the city is at a level that exceeds all EPA standards. Finished components are air-tested for leaks and receive a final inspection for appearance. Components are carefully packed into containers and shipped to our Michigan City location for assembly, packaging, and distribution. Duffin Manufacturing, part of the Geberit Group, is a high-volume machining facility located in Elyria, Ohio. Duffin produces many of the components of a Chicago faucet, everything from our quatern cartridge to smaller parts like shanks, cap nuts, and connection fittings. Each year, Duffin machines over 2 million pounds of brass and other metals. To meet the demand, Duffin maintains a constant supply of bar stock in their 50,000 square foot facility. They also gather and clean all of the scrap metal from the manufacturing process. The metals are separated and shipped out for recycling. An inline cellular manufacturing process allows components to be manufactured in a single work unit. This approach delivers high quality control and shorter lead times. Shanks and other high-volume components are machined in Duffin's state-of-the-art CNC stations. Each station can handle 12 rods of stock at a time for automated production and produce up to 500 parts per hour. The manufacturing and assembly of the Quatern cartridge is a showcase of Duffin's capabilities and the cellular manufacturing process. Raw stock is loaded into one of 3 multi-spindle stations to begin the production of the Quatern stems and sleeve. Once parts are formed, they move to one of 2 multi-head finishing machines. Final parts are washed, inspected, and moved to feeder bin locations where the assembly of the cartridge begins. Duffin's Bodine machine is an automated workhorse that assembles a complete cartridge at an amazing rate of 24 per minute. The 13 components of the cartridge are positioned and assembled in a 62-step process that includes many verification checks to ensure each cartridge is perfectly assembled. Cartridges that fail a final verification step are separated for rework or recycling. Complete cartridges and other components are shipped to Michigan City for final assembly. Geberit Manufacturing in Michigan City, Indiana performs final assembly and shipment of Chicago Faucets products using components manufactured at our foundry, Duffin Manufacturing, and other sources. They are also a high-volume injection mold plastics manufacturer, producing many of the plastic components used in our faucets. Faucets are assembled based on daily demand using a pick-to-light system. This visual system provides lighted cues to the assembler and helps ensure that products are assembled and packed with the right components every time. Any attempt to pull an incorrect part sets off a buzzer to let the assembler know of the mistake. As part of the assembly process, each product is air tested for leaks and potential drips. Once the product passes the air test, it's sent down the line for final packout. A barcode on the faucet activates lights over the bins of each component that must be included with the faucet. Finished product is boxed, labeled, and placed into racking to be pulled for customer orders. Chicago Faucets maintains a constant inventory of our most popular models. These products are part of our CF Now program for fast order fulfillment. Customer orders are loaded into a handheld scanner to make certain orders are fulfilled correctly and completely. As each product from the order is scanned, it's placed in a box for shipment. Once the order is complete, shipping documents and labels are automatically generated. The box is sealed and loaded onto a truck for delivery. Each step of the manufacturing, assembly, and shipping process reflects Chicago Faucets' continuing commitment to quality and innovation. Our constant goal is to provide the best commercial faucets you can buy. This commitment, combined with the experience of our skilled employees, has made us the #1 commercial faucet in the United States.